Hey everybody, welcome back to the Side of Sauce podcast, a podcast made entirely by your favorite crew. It's once again me here, James, the host, and once again joined by my two very lovely, delicious, delectable co-hosts. If you'd like to introduce yourself.
It is your boy Johnny.
Boy Johnny back at it.
James
And we got
and
Maddie.
Maddie.
Yep, and Maddie back at it. So, first thing we guess we should open up with is, since we already kind of discussing it, like literally right before we got on, is like I wanted to talk about what games we're playing recently. And Johnny, you've been playing Death Stranding.
It would appear so.
It would appear so. I don't know how I would have guessed. So, what do you think of Death Stranding so far?
I thought I was strong. I thought I could stand the sheer amount of cutscenes it was gonna throw at me. I was like, this will be easy. I'll just relax, chill out. No, dude. I at this point, even now, I'm like, please, I just start skipping all of them. It's too much.
Dude,
But
honestly,
it's a lot of fun, but it's too many cutscenes.
yeah, like a lot of the games I've been playing recently, like I've been playing Hogwarts Legacy and I've been playing Horizon Forbidden West. And those are like two very big story heavy open world games. And like I've just gotten to the point where I just started skipping the cutscenes because I genuinely don't really care about the story that's going on.
Anymore.
Like I can't do it no more. Like I just I don't know what it is, but a lot of them just like I can't find myself to care about what's going on. And I know they're solid. They're pretty great experiences, but like I just want to play the game. Like I'm having way more fun running around in like fucking the middle of the woods and like killing a bunch of goblins, you know?
Oh, I totally get that.
Dude, also, speaking of Hogwarts Legacy, I remember you sent me a video of like a mod where you could mod the game. Instead of a wand, you can have a gun. I fucking wish I had got it on Steam. That mod is
Yeah, there's
so
a bunch of
fucking
stuff
funny.
like that apparently.
That mod is so fucking funny. I love it. With fucking Dobby running around with with a pistol and just fucking bam. That shit's so fucking. Ooh, I love that mod.
It's beautiful. I know. It's a work of art.
Dude, most mods are fucking awesome. Like I love the mod in Skyrim that changes the spiders to Spider-Man, and they look disgusting, horrible, gross creatures.
Yeah, it's just like it's horrific.
I think Skyrim might have the most mods of any game. Actually, now that I think about it, but like, I recently got into modding because of Minecraft, because I've been playing Minecraft on my computer, and I remember watching a bunch of videos as a kid, like old Minecraft YouTubers, and we'd fucking watch them all day. And like now that I can do it, I'm just like trying a bunch of shit out, seeing what works, seeing what kills my computer, what
Destroying
makes
your own computer because now you don't have to worry about your parents.
exactly. I'm killing my fucking computer crashes with some of them, so gotta be careful. But yeah, it's awesome. Like I love mods. I love it now. Like I used to like be like, one day I'll get there, and now I'm here. I see
That is
I
a nice
see
feeling,
I
I
see
can
PC
imagine.
Master Race. All right, I concede to the PC Master Race allegations. They are indeed
The
true.
allegations, they are indeed true.
PC really is like, I think
Pretty good.
objectively the best like form to play video games on, because it's just especially if you have like a really good not even like modern, like even like a good like a I'd say like 6-7 year old PC, like shit, you'd be set.
You be balling.
Exactly. Probably can't play like Cyberpunk without your fucking computer dying, but it's whatever.
It's still good.
Exactly. So, what about you, Maddie? Have you been playing any good games recently?
A lot of Generation Zero. Been playing a lot of that.
What is Generation Zero? I've never heard of that.
It's like this Swedish game where you're on Sweden, and
Oh.
these robots are like attacking you, and it's a co-op like kind of survivalish type game, and you're fighting these robots in Sweden. It's pretty fun. It's pretty fun.
Okay, that actually
Pretty
sounds
hard
pretty cool.
because the people I'm playing with, they all want to play on the harder difficulty. So
Oh, I see. I've seen this game before. I've seen screenshots and like a trailer for it. Never mind. I've seen this game before.
Yeah.
This actually looks really cool. It reminds me of I don't think you guys heard of this board game, but it's called Tales from the Loop.
Yo, I've heard
Yeah.
it's not a board game. That's a art series.
It's a art series, but like I have a board game for it because I went to
Okay,
when
I was gonna say, bro, my brother goes like that as an art series.
it was
For
originally an art series, but it is not, but there is a tabletop for it. And I've been trying to I've had this fucking game for like I think 2 months now. And I've been trying to figure out how to play it. Like I'm watching multiple videos explain the rules to me and I feel like a fucking idiot trying to understand. I feel like a monkey on a typewriter trying to figure this shit out. But like
That is some
the
monkey on a
Tales
typewriter stuff.
it is quite the Funky Monkey Friday experience. But yeah, like Tales from the Loop is like honestly amazing art. I love that art that he makes for like
Yeah,
that whole
it really
series.
is.
It's so good, and he started another one too recently. I don't remember what it is, but like it's almost like a Fallout kind of aesthetic. It's really fucking cool. It's really neat. That guy's art,
That does sound familiar. I've seen something about that. I can't remember what it is though, but I do know what you're talking about.
and you know
The
what's
other
great
art
about
series
the
he did.
you know what's great about this tabletop game, Tales from the Loop? Comes with minis.
Oh, that's sick. Have
It
you
does.
gotten to mess with them yet?
Not yet, but they are really good quality too. Because like one of my least favorite things about like miniatures is quality is not consistent. You know,
Oh, I agree.
Like Warhammer, top tier quality miniatures. You know, especially the recent ones. Maybe not so much the older ones. You know,
The plastic though, oh yes.
but like especially like modern Warhammer is like very very good quality miniatures.
Oh,
And
yeah,
then
it really is.
and then I look into something like because a lot of them have like D&D minis. Those vary fucking wildly in quality. I've noticed
Anything from dog doo-doo to straight up masterpieces.
I know, like I've noticed recently, like in there, I think it's like the bigger the model is, like the better it usually is. Cause like the monsters are really good, but the fucking like humans and like goblins in those fucking miniatures, listen,
Yeah,
they're
they,
ooh, they're
rough.
rough. They are rough. Dude, I've wanted a 3D printer for like the longest time, so I could do that.
I recently saw something. I don't know where it is now, but there's a Kickstarter about a thing, and basically, long story short, it's this little tiny 3D printer for under like $100 that you could like put on your desk essentially. I mean, it's like the size of like I don't know, smaller than an iPad.
That's honestly what
But
I need.
like, it's this tiny little, and it's actually pretty decent for a little resin print. It's designed pretty much for printing like single miniatures at a time.
Hmm.
So like for that, it's excellent quality.
That's what I would want to do because
Exactly.
one of my
right?
favorite things about Warhammers is like I love painting miniatures. Like it's one of my favorite things. It's so satisfying to like just have the miniature come to life. That's one of my favorite parts about the hobby,
For real.
honestly. And like I'm not gonna try to delve too much into Warhammer because I know we have a question about it in our questions section later. So I'm not gonna try to like delve too much into it. But like, yeah, I just love like the painting and like I buy other models specifically. Like I have this little fucking like Chinese dragon one right here sitting on my desk that I got specifically just to look cool in paint. I didn't really get it for like any other purpose other than it was like a really high quality model for like less than $20, and it was
Why
like
not?
yeah, exactly. Like I think it was like $15 for it, and it's for $15 really fucking good, you know.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I like the painting, and I don't know, it feels good. It's a lot easier than like drawing. It feels like, at least to
Oh,
me,
I
at
feel
least to
that.
me, because I've tried getting back into like drawing because I used to be okay at it in the past. I used to be all right, but like recently, I did it like try to pick it back up, and I can tell that I'm fucking rusty. Like my hand is not there anymore.
Where to go?
Where to go?
You ask the real questions though. Literally beat me to it. I was trying to think of a funnier way to phrase it, but he got it. first.
Scully really out here asking the big brain questions out here today.
Damn.
Where does hand go, man?
Bro, Harvard University is calling. They need you. They don't want you. They need you. All right.
They
all right.
would.
They would need you, honestly. But I want to speaking of like science, I don't know. Not a really good segue, but speaking of smart things, but like so something
Me.
yeah, you and delicious. Anyways,
Who said that?
so something I've been trying to bring up for like the past two podcasts, but I haven't been able to because we always get stuck on Jonesy Fortnite
Warhammer.
lore. So I'm gonna try to sneak it in here real fast. So recently, and by recently I mean like with the past couple months, like scientists have been doing this thing. They want to make like a real Jurassic Park,
Okay.
and by that I mean they just want to bring back certain species that like went that were extinct like long ago. Like, well, and by long ago I mean like 100 years ago. Like the thylacine or the Tasmanian tiger is some more people recognize it as. And I think it's really fascinating.
I would not recognize it, but I understand.
Yeah. So like the idea behind that one is like, well, since we were the cause of that one, we should be bringing it back because it wasn't really fair for it to go out like that. And this technical term is called de-extinction. And I think it's a really fascinating study, and I think it's a really fascinating question because they're also trying to bring back animals like the dodo and the mammoth, which is
I've heard about that stuff too. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you ever? Well, hold up. Speaking of that, did you ever hear about the baby mammoth that they actually brought back to life for like 5 minutes and then it died?
Yes.
I
That
did
weird
not.
thing.
Dude, yeah, that was. I remember hearing about that, and I thought that was so. I was like a little kid. I was like maybe like 12.
I remember forever. I was like, that is a cap. I had to look it up. I was like, bro, that's the cap.
Honestly, if it wasn't on like fucking like official news sites, I would not believe it, and it'd just be like, fucking liar, trying to trick me. But yeah, I think this is like super fascinating. Like I don't know if I personally kind of agree with it though. Like bringing
I mean,
back.
I feel like they made 6 movies and why that's a bad idea.
Well,
I feel like I did not ask, first of all, Scully, but second of all, fair point.
fair point. But like, you only really need one of those movies,
You're not
honestly.
wrong, but I don't want to hear it.
What did you?
Jeff Goldblum to come
One-
out here
one
and
side of
tell
my
us why
brain
we're
is
making a
like-
mistake.
One side of my brain is like, yeah, that's
You
probably a bad idea. You know, they made a movie why you shouldn't do that. But the other side of my brain is like, that'd be cool as fuck.
After all, why shouldn't I?
Exactly. Johnny gets what I'm saying.
Goofy DNA manipulation.
It's just
Oh,
like,
one detail about Death Stranding that's so funny.
yeah.
I like advertisements that are like a little more like
Don't they have
obvious.
monsters in that
Sometimes-
game?
Yes. So I was gonna say it's Monster Energy in this game is literally every time you drink water, it's only Monster in your drink. So when you start the game, there's a scene, and I did it, and you can drink some Monster cans. There's like 5 cans in your desk, and I drank all of them. But when you drink them, he just shotguns the entire can. He just picks it up and just goes in one big gulp and drinks it down. And so I did to all 5 of them. Like I was like, and then it just has no effect. Your guy starts running
Do
in
you
the hills
remember-
again after doing that. Like my guy's gonna have a heart attack and throw up. Like
Exactly. My bro is about to have like a fucking shock to the system. He's about to like fucking. His
your
heart is going to
canteen
explode,
Is literally Monster,
bro.
like unironically.
Do you remember? Hold up, it just reminded me. Do you remember when we were at summer camp and you like
Yep.
stabbed that monster can and drank it in front of everyone?
God.
The stupidest thing ever.
Shotgunning monsters. Summer camp.
I will not
Why
lie,
not?
Johnny. I will not lie. When we were younger, I thought that was the coolest fucking thing ever.
I did too. That's why I did it. I was just stupid.
God,
Man,
it is cool.
man, that was. I still do it sometimes though. Like if I'm outside, and mainly when I'm outside, I only really do it then. And like we're just chilling, I'll do it then. I'll shotgun a soda or something just for funsies.
I do like drinking stuff fast. Like if you're really thirsty, and like you have like a cold soda or something or seltzer, that is really good.
I hate
can't-
shotgunning shit. It makes a mess.
Well, like don't actually check. You just open the can, and just drink the thing. Like
You're not
But
supposed to
that's
use an
not
actual
shotgunning, that's
shotgun.
just drinking it.
you don't have to rip the can set open.
That's what shotgunning is, I thought.
I know
right?
that is what shotgunning is, but okay. Well, then just chug the whole thing. Damn it, whatever. Same shit, different ass.
What?
Same thing, different hole.
What?
Yeah, don't you understand?
No.
I'm fucking with you.
Bars.
Honestly, out here spitting some game. Oh,
For real.
for
Gonna
real.
Riz me up, James.
Honestly, I got that natural riz. I think I do.
The Rizmancer.
God.
The Rizlance. Oh my god, I wish I saved all those fucking like Riz memes. All those were so good. They got
It was
old.
such a
They got old
stupid
fast. They
meme.
got old fast, but like
That's
some of
kinda
them were
what
really
made them
clever.
funny.
Some of them were really clever. I will admit. Okay. So we were talking about this game last time. Atomic Heart. Do you guys remember that
Mhm.
game? So apparently, have you guys played it yet?
I'm playing
Scully
through it
has.
now.
So
No, I'm
so
finished it. I haven't
okay.
finished it.
So
I said you're
so
playing
are
it
you
right now.
so Scully? I wanted to let you know. You're a terrible person for playing that game.
Dude, it has a dummy fucking vending machine in it.
But how
yeah,
is
well,
it?
you
Is
see
that game good?
Online, James?
Is that game good? I've been hearing really mixed things
game?
about it. Atomic Heart.
I'm enjoying it so far. Dude, the vending machine makes it a 10 out of 10.
I've
Oh,
heard
That's what I'm saying, like, bruh.
I've heard the
Have
weird
you
never
guy.
seen
gets
the
old.
vending machine online, James?
No.
So, like, the vendor in the game is the vending machine, and, like, he says the most out-of-pocket shit ever.
Just like me for real.
It is. No, it's hilarious. Like, it's quite literally, like I don't even know how to describe it.
Quote
It's,
some of the quotes, like the Palmer one.
Will you quote
Oh.
everything you've heard so far?
No, I don't want to.
Say it right now.
Right, you're literally just telling you, and then you're not gonna tell him, bro. You are the evilest.
I know. No, just look up like vending machine or some shit, mini fridge. I don't know.
But
I
we're
don't know what it is.
but you know we're do. What I was getting at is like with Atomic Heart, we're going through the same song and dance that we kind of did with Hogwarts Legacy, where it's like, if you buy this game, you're supporting the Russian military, and it's like because part of the game was funded by like the Russian government or something like that.
No, I think it's just that it's a Russian studio. I thought Microsoft funded it.
There was something about like how it's like it's relate. I don't know. Like it was like related to the Russian government, and people were like fucking mad about it. It's not nearly as like hard in the paint
No,
as
it was
Hogwarts
people-
Legacy.
People were worried it was gonna glorify the Soviet Union. That's about as real as any as high as go. People were
Yeah,
worried that it was gonna be a glorification of the USSR, and that's not okay. Apparently, you know, like. Not saying the USSR should be glorified. I'm just saying it. Apparently, that's worthy of a boycott.
Apparently,
So like, so yeah, it's a Russian game, and people didn't like that. And some guy made a video saying how it had like ties to the Russian government, but like it's just his source is like literally just trust me, bro.
trust me,
What
bro.
are your sources? I made it the fuck up.
That's
And
image
the
of
game
Doctor
composed-
Manhattan. I made it
So
the
the guy
fuck
who
up.
composed the soundtrack for the game, who's actually Mick Gordon, who the guy who did the Doom soundtrack.
Oh, yeah,
he
yeah.
Actually, during the controversy, he came out and said, like, look, this game is, not some, pro-Ukraine war game, and in fact, he donated all the money he earned from doing the soundtrack to like to help Ukraine.
Honestly, that's why Mick Gordon is the best.
Yeah.
I feel bad for what Bethesda did to him.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've heard about that. Like it's really depressing.
Yeah, he kind of got screwed over.
Yeah, he
by
really
them.
got fucked over by them. Which makes me upset because Doom Eternal is a fucking it's such an amazing game. It's such a top tier fucking video game of all time. But
It is good.
and especially that soundtrack. That soundtrack is amazing. It was like the first. What was he? I remember watching the video like of Mick Gordon like explaining how he made the soundtrack. It was like
Oh yeah, I've watched that TED Talk so many times.
the first ever like death metal choir or something. Like I remember that, and it was like
shit's
that's
busted.
fucking awesome. And honestly, I kind of want to play Atomic Heart solely for Mick Gordon's music, because his music always pops the fuck off.
The gameplay is actually pretty fun in the game. The story is just all right. I'll be honest.
I've
I'm not
heard- yeah.
loving it.
That's what I've heard so far.
Gameplay is really good, and the Dommy Mommy Fridge is a top tier character.
Dummy mommy fridge, just like
Dude.
fucking, just like Resident Evil 8.
No, but like quite literally, she is. She's like, oh, I love dominant men and shit like that. Like, she's
You know,
coy.
you're like squirt your polymer inside of me and shit
Yeah,
like
there's
that.
like this liquid in the game called like polymer and shit that you use.
Is this polymer
It-
white?
No, it's
No, it's actually like clear.
it
It's like
can
water.
be.
Oh, okay, okay, okay,
It's like water, except it floats. It doesn't fall down.
okay. I'm torn between like, because I've heard really mixed things about like specifically the story of Atomic Heart, where I've heard
gonna
the
be
dialogue
honest,
is like kind of
as
cringy.
much as I like Bioshock, like especially the original and the third, are really like the second one's just kind of just don't even think about it. But like the first and the third are really full of plot holes and terrible writing
You
here and
know?
there. Like as much as great stuff as there's tons of bad. Like it's no more egregious than anything in those games.
You
I
know,
love those
I would
games.
disagree. I've watched some of the Bioshock gameplay, and I'd say Atomic Heart definitely has worse dialogue. Overall narrative might be on par in terms of quality. I don't know. I haven't played through Bioshock, but in terms of just like the moment-to-moment dialogue, Atomic Heart definitely has worse.
I know that infamous one, the crispy critters kind of one. I know that one.
Oh, yeah, he says that a lot.
I and I'm like, what does that mean?
It's just like his catchphrase. I don't know. It's kind of cheesy, but it's really fucking fun, so I don't care that much.
Honestly, here's my thing
That's
about
kinda how,
stories. That's my thing.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's not about that. It's just the dialogue is not that bad. People are blowing it out of proportion. You
Yeah,
are
Yeah,
correct. It
it's
does
not-
have worse dialogue than Bioshock.
it's not. It's
Like,
not forspoken.
People are freaking out too much.
It's definitely.
Like if it, like the story definitely won't carry it, but it's got good enough gameplay, so it doesn't matter that much, at least to me.
Yeah, like honestly, if I'm being for real, most video game stories I really don't give a fuck about. Like I can count on probably my hand like how many, like on both my hands, how much I really care about their story and how good it is. Like even some of my favorite games, like Doom Eternal, is not the greatest story in the world. It has a lot of cool lore, but it's not a great story in particular. I would argue.
Yeah,
But that
Yeah,
gameplay,
it's
what
not
it
a
feels like
story,
with
for
Atomic
sure.
Heart. Like there's a lot of cool lore and stuff, and like right now I'm exploring this factory, and they've got all these projects they're working on, like plant zombies and robots and shit, and the vending machine, my beloved. But like there's lots of interesting stuff, but the dialogue itself is just kind of meh.
yeah, and same thing with Skyrim. That's exactly like 100% how I feel about Skyrim. Skyrim has interesting lore, but the story is fucking ooh.
I don't know. I've never played the Skyrim story. I got distracted joining the Thieves Guild when I
True.
got bored.
To be honest, like you really have to like go out of your way, because like I feel like most people who played Skyrim don't play the story. They just go around, they fuck around, and just like essentially like fantasy GTA, which fair. I do that too. Like
God, nothing funnier than going to a village in Skyrim and just killing a chicken, and then the entire town just turns on you.
dude,
And then
I'm not-
yes, like, my man, like I put like people liking their dogs too much, but like man's literally just took it to the extreme.
bro is literally about to kill you for a chicken, bro. A chicken that you
Yeah, like,
accidentally
the
pressed.
local bartender will pull like a great sword out of their ass and just like start going ham on you.
I love how you can like put a bucket over their heads and you can just steal from them and they can't do anything
That's
about
actually
it.
like kind of a cool feature, I think. Actually, Like,
Honestly,
like
I'm not
their
dissing it.
detection, I guess, is like with their eyes. Actually,
Yeah, like I'm not dissing it. Like that's a really cool feature. I like that.
I mean it's really stupid, but
It's stupid and funny though, but like it's actually like in concept like a really cool feature.
it is.
So speaking of Skyrim, are you guys excited for Starfield? I think it's called.
I am.
Uh,
I'm not terribly optimistic, but I'm like excited for it. I'm hopeful.
Because was Bethesda's last game Fallout 76?
Eternal came out afterwards.
What?
Eternal. Well, that wasn't really then.
It was
ID
published
really
by
made
then.
it.
I mean,
It
it depends. Are we talking about developed or
Yeah,
published?
developed.
I think it was 76.
Because I think it was. Yeah, and like that doesn't leave me very optimistic. But have we seen gameplay of this? Hold up, because I
Yeah,
don't
we've
think
seen Starfield gameplay.
because I don't know how much but like
Quite a bit.
maybe I'm just dumb.
Maybe, but you are just like me for real. So
Honestly, Starfield gameplay. Let me look. Oh no, I have seen some of this. Okay, so yeah, this does look interesting. And if it's, because even when Skyrim came out, it was like, it was technically impressive, but like, it was still kind of like a buggy mess, a little bit. And I feel like that's just kind of like the par for the course with all Bethesda games, honestly. Because I can't think of a single one that isn't like really kind of buggy-ish. So I think that would be like a good expectation for Starfield. But I'm really hoping they fucking learn their lesson they got from Fallout 76. Because I didn't even play that game. I just watched the Internet Historian video about it, honestly.
I played like a half an hour of the beta. That's it.
I play a fair amount of it, at least like 7 hours or 8 hours. So for that game, it's a fair amount, and it's got some fun stuff there, cool lore. I love the cryptid aspect, but
It's a great idea.
it just doesn't have there's so many things that just not it.
It's a bunch of like really good ideas trapped in horrible execution, I feel.
Yeah. They should have just made a Fallout game, like a normal one, then just added co-op or some shit.
Honestly, like they could have just ported Fallout 4 and then just put like multiplayer in it. I feel like that would have made it way easier.
I mean, it would have been. There's obviously has to be some changes you make for multiplayer,
Well, yeah.
especially with like VATs and shit. But still, I don't know.
I feel like that would be an easier thing than to make like a new game from the ground up and then like make your B team rush it out the door, you know? That's how I feel, at least. So
I would think so too.
yeah, that's how I feel. So moral of the story is Atomic Heart is cool, I guess.
Yeah, it's not bad.
But yeah.
I feel like I got my money's worth out of it.
So
I
yeah,
haven't finished it yet.
so when
though.
I get paid in like a couple days, I'm gonna decide between Atomic Heart and, funnily enough, Wild Heart. I don't know if you guys heard of this game.
Oh,
What?
do not get Wild Heart.
Do not get Wild Heart?
No, so the performance across the board is like laughably bad, like unplayable at some sections. Like I've heard even on the console port is pretty rough. From what I've heard, the gameplay is superb, but the performance is just like some of the worst we've seen in a while.
And you know what? You know what also bugs me about those games? Not
What?
like not like their gameplay or like their story or anything, but like outside. I'm really sick and tired of $70 games.
Yeah, I think Atomic Heart is 60, at least on PC it is.
I think
I
it's
don't know what
70
it is
because I
on
thought I
console.
saw it in like the store at $70. I think,
Skill issue.
honestly. But like, dude, because Nintendo's doing this shit now. Because the new Breath
Well,
of the
poor
Wild is
Nintendo. Nintendo's the greediest of all of them. Honestly,
they are.
EA got
You hear-
nothing on Nintendo.
You hear that? Yeah, it is 70 on consoles. That sucks for you. You hear that Nintendo is getting all the Call of Duty games for the next 10 years?
like
I
for real.
did.
Are you for
Yeah.
real?
Same day release and everything. Like, I don't know how. Like, I swear that must be another Switch in development or something. Because
I feel like their new console is coming out soon because we've had the Switch for 7
fucking
years. I
long.
think it is. I think 7, and it's about
Yeah.
and this has been like about like how long a gaming console's lifespan is, and I think we're reaching the end of it because they've said
no, the Switch has been much longer. Because think the Switch came out back when the Xbox One and PS4 did, and like
yeah
it's been a few years since the Xbox One and PS4 got replaced. So
it's been 3 years I think now since they got replaced, and it was like
Yeah,
and the
so,
Switch was like in the midst of like PS4. But yeah, like,
yeah.
dude. But you were saying, Johnny, Nintendo really is the most fucking greedy company in the world.
Like how the South Park they always have the Mickey Mouse jokes about Mickey Mouse
About Disney?
being greedy.
Yeah.
Nah, bro, it's Nintendo, man. Come on, we all know. Not
The-
sharing
every-
nothing. Like,
Every single Pokemon game that has been released since the DS games is still the same fucking price. It has not dropped at all.
I'm gonna be honest. Whether or not you like it, I feel like they're pretty much the same kind of game.
Well,
for the
yeah,
most part.
this,
They have innovation, but it's the same game format. It's like the
Well,
2K games. I feel
well, yeah.
like.
But I feel like, even like the old Mario games on the DS, they haven't dropped in price. Like it's so bizarre. Like Nintendo doesn't do discounts. I feel like they just don't. They don't do sales drops. They don't do discounts, except for like on the rare occasion for like Black Friday. And it's just so bizarre. Like Breath of the Wild is still $60. That game came out in
Yeah,
2017.
The new one's like 70, right?
Yeah, the new one
Breath
is
of the
gonna come
Wild?
out. Is gonna come out and be $70.
I
and-
already pre-ordered it and it was 60. I thought.
Maybe
You
it's 60.
pre-ordered the new Zelda?
Well, I know
Wow, it's
before.
on Amazon. Yeah.
I know
Long time.
before.
You hated Zelda.
Yeah, it was a Christmas gift.
I know.
It's not for me.
I know
Oh.
before the Nintendo Direct went up, like the last one, it was $60, and then like it was shown like in the Direct that it was gonna be $70 afterwards. It was some greedy shit like that.
Nintendo would,
Nintendo really
They would.
fucking would.
and they're still gonna have the same durability feature. Watch.
It's really bizarre because Nintendo. I'll be for real. Nintendo makes really good games. Like I'll be for real. Like their game,
Can.
they can. Like Mario Odyssey is a really good game. But like, god damn, they're fucking greedy. Like they're just as bad as EA. I think honestly, not as blatant, not as like oh we're gonna charge you
I feel like
$5.
I feel like EA isn't the greedy evil publisher anymore. I feel like it's Activision now.
It is. It's either
And at
Blizzard
least
or
EA, well,
it's
at least
Activision.
EA and Activision allow their games to be on other consoles from time to time. You know.
Mm-hmm. I'd argue.
I mean, yeah, but Activision does the same thing where like EA will do price drops. Dude, Call of Duty Black Ops 2 on Steam is I can check right now. I think it's still $60. Yeah, it's
the original?
$60 for Black Ops 2.
Damn.
Dude, the game came out in 2012, bro. It's
That is-
decade, it's over a decade
It's
old.
over a decade. It's been 11 years. Like goddamn.
And especially with how like Activision treats their employees, I feel like they're way eviler than E EA.
Oh no, definitely. Them and like Blizzard are like really fucking scummy.
Well, they're the same company.
Are-
I mean, they merged.
They
so.
merged into the same company.
They
Okay.
have been for a while. It's Activision Blizzard. They're essentially the same.
Well, yeah, you're right. I was just thinking of them as two separate things still, but I need to see them as one.
Yeah, it's either Activision owns them or they're merged together. I think they merged together, but they're pretty intertwined. Is the point?
Yeah, they are pretty intertwined.
And especially like World of Warcraft is a subscription based. I feel like that's way greedier
That's
than
a
like,
subscription.
A lot of stuff.
That's my thing with World of Warcraft. I feel like I would try it if it wasn't a fucking subscription thing. And I feel like it's only like that because World of Warcraft started like that and they just refused to change. You know?
Yeah,
Like honestly,
I
I
don't
think
know.
I would try it, but I'm not gonna fucking subscribe to it.
try it, but
It's not
I,
Netflix.
like if I wouldn't get into it like I don't know. I just don't have the time for a game like World of Warcraft. I like seeing the sun from time to time, you know?
World of Warcraft and League of Legends. Those are the two games where you will never see a woman,
Yeah, I
Sun,
enjoy
grass.
showers. I am a shower enjoyer.
the average shower enjoyer versus the average League of Legends
World of
fan.
Warcraft. Yeah, League of Legends. But no, like I was watching a video on like how like Destiny or World of Warcraft are the same. So like a Destiny raid, which I don't often do because they take forever, are like they can
Yeah.
be anywhere from like 3 to 4 hours long, which is like a long time, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I haven't done one in quite a few months just because I don't have that kind of time, and when I do, I usually don't want to spend it playing a video game for 4 hours straight. Dude, like so like a Destiny raid is like 4 to 5 encounters. World of Warcraft raids are like 15 encounters.
Like
Oh,
god
Lord.
damn.
Like combat encounters, in case that wasn't obvious. But like, dude, like they take forever. Like, how does anyone have time for that?
Speaking of Destiny, I it has been coming up recently in like the gaming sphere because the new Suicide Squad, Justice League Kills the Suicide Squad game, like it had like a gameplay presentation recently,
Yeah.
and like
Okay.
the UI is extremely fucking similar to Destiny, and people
Yes,
Okay.
hate
Well,
it.
let's be real. Borderlands came before Destiny, and Destiny's user interface is
Yeah.
just like Borderlands.
Everyone
Is
is
it though?
everyone's been blaming like
The
Destiny.
rarity system is.
Yeah. Everyone's been like on Destiny's ass for like
That's not what I don't think that's what he means by UI, Johnny.
Same. But my point is,
No,
there's
it's
so
not the
game for other
same.
things all the time.
Bro, Vans will really just name two different things and say same thing.
what's the difference? But yeah, like but like I kind of get it at this point cuz like I feel like game UI has been so shitty as of late. Like I hate to say it, but I really can't stand the Destiny UI. It just it makes my brain hurt. And it might be because I'm a
Yeah.
small brain, chimpanzee goblin that crawled out of the earth.
Best.
But like
I like the Destiny UI. I feel like it's pretty simple, minimalistic, easy to read.
For me, it's
But you
not.
think
Like,
it'd be
Like,
easy to read, and yet some people still can't see the imminent detainment buff on the side of the screen.
I feel like you might be
I
calling
get that
somebody out.
reference.
Johnny knows the pain I'm talking about.
Oh my goodness! But I do want to get back in. I do want to get into Destiny because like I just want to like we have like
Lightfall drops tomorrow.
yeah, Lightfall does drop tomorrow. I know you said something about that.
Yeah, I'm gonna
how
be
much is
on
Lightfall?
tomorrow. 40?
40?
50.
Fuck. Damn.
You're getting on tomorrow? I thought you were gonna wait for us till Wednesday, dude.
Yeah, I know. I want to get on tomorrow. I don't even know if we'll get a chance to be on.
Honestly, the struggles.
I can't wait to check out the shop, the Breakfast shop, especially. Honestly, as bad as it sounds, it's what I'm most hyped about.
Honestly,
Damn. He's just like me in that regard.
just like me for real.
The Breakfast shop is like the V-Bucks
Cosmetics I'll
shop.
never wear, but
Yeah, it's like V-Bucks basically. I waste the money, something I'll never use, but goddamn, does it look good.
Goddamn V-Bucks. Okay,
how
so
does the new Suicide Squad game look? I heard they released gameplay. Does it
So
look
they-
any good?
it like I'm looking at it looks okay. My big issue with that game right now, from what we see, is that everybody in that game uses. It's gonna sound weird. Everyone in that game uses guns. Like that's their primary main attack. I feel like in that whole game, and I feel like that's really fucking weird because I feel like a character like Captain Boomerang shouldn't be firing like a gun as his primary thing. You know, like
King
his
Shark too. Yeah.
yeah, like in King Shark, using a gun just feels wrong. It just feels wrong.
So
'Cause-
King Shark uses a gun too?
Yeah, like he
Yeah,
uses
he's
like, a
minigun.
yeah, he's using like a minigun.
Bro, that's goofy as hell.
Like why wouldn't you design King Shark to like run around and like eat people? That sounds way more fun than having another person who uses a gun. And the weird part is that these abilities that like these characters like you would think would be their main thing is like their side ability, you know?
That's ridiculous.
Like Captain Boomerang's side ability is his fucking boomerang for some reason. At least for
So
like
his main thing is gun, and he said they're all Deadshot basically with a
they're all
flavor
just
of
Deadshot
someone
but with
else.
like a different flavor, you know? That's what it feels like. Cuz at least Deadshot, you know that yeah, that makes sense. Of course you're going to be a fucking gunsman. And at least with Harley Quinn, it's like okay, I can understand it to a point, you know? Like it makes
They could have
sense
made
to a
it
point.
really simple, man. Like they could have made it like a way where I don't know. They didn't have to make it that.
And
goofy, but that is a really bad game.
Another thing that like has been going around is like this game is the way it's shaping up to be because the UI looks very much like Destiny. So people are like, oh, this is gonna be a live service game, and it probably is going to be. And you know what?
I heard you have to be online even if it's single
Yeah,
player.
even if you're playing
Which
single player,
means
you have to
when
be online.
the servers go down, eventually you'll be done.
Mm-hmm. That sucks. That is really shitty. I don't even understand the thought process for that. That's like
think
my
it's-
biggest issue.
I think it's for like game privacy. Well, not privacy, piracy.
I think
like
it's
it's like-
honestly more of a simple solution. It's just the fact that, well, that's not my concern.
You know,
Well,
what?
yeah,
But
problem is gonna
why
be off.
implement it at all?
Yeah,
Probably cheaper and easier.
I
Cheaper
think
to make it online compatible.
You never know.
No, I feel like they do it so that they can like. There's got to be for piracy reasons. I assume
what I
to like
feel-
validate.
that's
like,
what I feel
copies,
like.
like
I feel like piracy is like probably the big main reason, honestly. Because that makes sense once you say it out loud.
That and dependency.
Yeah, but I feel like this is about to be like the next Avengers, and it's just gonna flop.
I hope it doesn't.
I really hope it doesn't because it's Kevin Conroy's last, like
Batman.
like or voice acting like thing in general, and would really kind of suck. But like, man, and it feels so weird because this is such a good concept for a video game, and I feel like they just like they're fumbling the bag so fucking hard with this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to judge it too hard though before
Yeah.
it comes out. You know.
It's not fair to judge it like extremely hard, so I will reserve my judgments until it comes out, and I might play it. Maybe, probably not. Maybe. So
For real.
for real, that's what. Main takeaway from that is Atomic Heart looks pretty cool, but
Also, Activision Blizzard is dog shit.
yeah, they all suck. That whole fucking company sucks. But shit. So next thing I want to talk about is before we get into questions, real quick. Did you guys know that
No.
wow, thank you. So they're making a live action How to Train Your Dragon movie.
I heard
Really?
that.
Yeah. So this was announced like 2 days ago, 3 days ago, something like that. And I mainly wanted to bring this up as like I don't get the idea. I mean, I know why they do it, but I don't understand.
Money.
Yeah, I don't understand the
I
artistic
like
reason
money.
for like remaking these movies in the first place.
Oh, I can believe guys. Like,
It's
there's no
money.
reason other than money. Like,
I know
there's
it's money. Yeah, I
no
know it's
benefit
money.
from being live action.
I feel like there's this weird stigma around, at least in the West, around animation, because
there
like
definitely is.
yeah, because you know, I feel like most people just see it as like, oh, well, if it's animated, it's for kids, right? You know?
Oh, they're absolutely. Yep.
Yeah, absolutely, 100% there is. Like, man, I'm gonna say it again. Puss in Boots 2, man.
That was a banging film.
That was a banging film, and I feel like it's only like I feel like a lot of people don't know that, and a lot of people didn't go see it because it was an animated movie. I feel like that's honestly the reason why.
I also heard the first Puss in Boots wasn't that good.
Oh yeah, the first Puss in Boots is mid. I watched it again after being like really excited after watching the second one. It's mid as fuck.
Out of the lore in that movie that was added was excellent. I thought.
The Puss in Boots lore. Honestly.
God. Watch
Honest-
a 4-hour video documentary on YouTube of the Lord Puss in Boots.
The 4-hour lore I need to understand of between Humpty Dumpty and Puss in Boots' friendship to understand the artistic mastermind behind the film.
I'll do my homework in a second, Mom.
Please, please.
My favorite YouTuber just dropped a video essay on the Puss in Boots lore.
Whoa, babe! I can't have sex now. The Internet Historian just released a video.
You're
That's
having sex?
what? Sex?
What?
Huh? What?
Without me?
Of course not without you, babe.
Ow. Me?
No, but for real, when the Internet Historian does drop a video, I usually do make like time out of my day to watch that video as soon as I can. All his videos are amazing.
It's a yearly tradition.
On the yearly tradition,
Bye, Angel.
the bi-yearly of the tradition. Oh my goodness, but yeah. So, moral of the story is I think I might probably go back to it, but yeah. So, I feel like it's weird now because now Disney is influencing other companies to make live-action animated films. So, How to Train Your Dragon is like, I don't know how they're gonna do that. I don't really understand how, because it's like the Little Mermaid for me. It's like that seems like such an intrinsic like that idea for a movie seems intrinsically designed for animation, and if you put it in live action, it's just gonna look fucking ugly. Like there's
Yeah.
Say, I don't want to watch The Little Mermaid 2 just because, like, I already saw Avatar 2, and I feel like that's, like, the same thing.
How is the same thing?
It's a joke because they're both water and CGI.
Oh.
Did you? Oh yeah. Speaking of Avatar, so Avatar was gonna get nominated for best animated movie because like most of that movie is
That's
CGI.
funny.
Because most of that movie was CGI, but like James Cameron, like put his foot down and was like, "No, this is a real movie." And
I'm
I
not surprised.
does not surprise me. Like, honestly
To
though,
be fair, at least he cares more about his art than he does about winning medals and stuff.
true. I will give him credit for
Give
that.
that.
Like James Cameron is like ballin'. Like he is making his 5 Avatar movies.
Yeah,
Doesn't
Like
care.
him or not, he's making his art his way, the way he
Yeah.
wants to do it.
Like him or not. Like he's doing what he wants. And you know what? Baller move, honestly. Fucking legend, honestly. So, I think I want to wrap that up. So let's jump into some questiones that we were asked for the podcast. Hold on, let me pull them up real quick. So, Our first question comes from actually Xavier, who's been on the podcast before. And he says,
Based.
update on the Warhammer. What are you running now and how's the building? So I guess we could use this to generally like catch up what we're doing with Warhammer. So Johnny, how's your Warhammer experience going?
Pretty good. I have mostly finished my Admic army. I have a couple characters left, and then an Imperial Knight of mine, and then I will be done.
Based.
So
I
I just put some more of my boys on my shelf.
that's the
I
best
don't really
feeling.
run anything at the time because honestly, I don't really play as much as I'm supposed to.
Honestly, dude,
I
we
usually
gotta
just build and paint.
we should get like together soon and like play.
No.
Okay.
Damn. All right. Just
Damn.
not.
Yes, we
Well,
should.
let's wrap up the podcast here, guys.
Well, that's it. That's a wrap.
Yes, we can.
Yeah. But I've been
Wrap.
playing not playing. I've been mainly focused on my orcs right now cuz most of my tower are done. I have to take some of the older models that I have and like take the paint off of them and then repaint them, and it's just kind of like a hassle right now. So I'm focusing on some like other things. So mainly focusing on like my orc kill team right now. The whole like kill team is like done. I'm mainly focusing on some smaller ones like these little, what are they riding? I don't know what these fucking things are called. Squigs? Yeah. The squig
Oh,
riders.
those squigs are fun.
The squigs are
How could you do that and forget the squigs?
the name fell out of my head for a second. I picked it back up. But
That's good.
yeah, I think honestly though, I can't wait to show off this new one, like this one I just recently finished, cuz I think honestly, this is my best painted model and I'm so proud of it.
Hey, this is a picture of the chat then.
Honestly, like I'm going to once we finish up the podcast. And like I think it's just because like the orc skin is really easy to paint, honestly. Like it's super simple. It's good for beginners and it looks great. Yeah, it's green, different layers of green. And, you know, if you make a mistake on their face, it doesn't look too bad, you know? I feel like orcs are kind of one of the more it's on the simpler side. Not the most simple, but on the simpler side. I feel
I've
like
definitely gotten a lot more relaxed with my standard of my own stuff. Like my level of my standard of like how high I paint to is much lower than it used to be because I'm just more interested in.
I'm no
one-
Eon of Battle, but
Well, I mean, he loves to focus on individual things, but no, I don't know. I don't have that much time, and for the time I have, I want to enjoy the painting. I don't want to.
you don't want to harp on it too much.
I'd rather just have a little bit of fun,
Yeah.
and it looks good enough.
As long as it looks good from a couple inches away. All right? Oh, you got to worry about
Just my brother in Christ.
my brother in Christ. I am the couple inches away.
No, a couple inches. You mean a couple feet? If you're going for a couple inches, my God, that's like high key, high quality scenery. If it looks perfect, a couple inches away from your eye, bro.
That's what James meant, yeah.
Jesus
It better be
Christ.
high quality shit, dog.
Exactly.
Nothing
Somebody
was
who's
the
not
best
even
for James.
who's not even touched the sprue in 16 years.
I'm busy, dog. I'm at college. I have an excuse.
He says he's
Where do you
got a
think I'm at?
life. He says he can't deal
You're
with
at home, aren't you?
I'm at college too.
You're at college right now.
Yes.
You're currently
Literally.
inside the college.
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure. All right. So, last question to end off the night. Make it a good one. Sandra Soupy account wrote in, what conspiracy theory do you genuinely believe in? Why? And are there any that you were on the fence about? It's actually an interesting question.
That Jonesy is JFK clone.
Jonesy is JFK. You know what? I agree. I believe in that one. I choose to believe in it.
I want to believe it's like the thing from Buck.
X-Files, yeah.
But it's a Jonesy.
The fucking orc mentality, believing in it makes it real.
Do you know any of the any of the X-Files like story or plotline?
I know X-Files. I've never watched the show.
No, it would take too. If I explained everything, it wouldn't make any sense. It wouldn't even be that funny. It's like.
I think on a for real note, Um, I think. Well, is it a conspiracy theory to think aliens are real? Does that count?
Depends on who you ask.
Because I feel like
I just
out
feel-
of how big the universe is, it has to be possible. You know, like there has to be. Have we made contact with them? Maybe.
Well, I guess you should probably define what you mean by alien.
Like-
Do you mean specifically like intelligent beings?
I
or do you
mean
just
specifically like
any organism.
I feel like, well, my definition is technically any living organism that isn't on Earth, but I do feel like there is intelligent ones too. I feel like that's what I personally believe.
I mean, that's what
I feel like
like aliens. Like
I feel like the universe is just too big.
I go back every day. I never know.
That's
It's
that's
kind of like that poster. The I want to believe.
yeah. That's what me with Bigfoot. I jump back and forth daily how I feel about that. It feels like because like specifically
No, I don't believe in Bigfoot.
Specifically
I'm pretty
that-
sure that
specifically
always-
that first video made by like James Patterson is such a really, if it's fake, it's a really fucking
Patterson
well done
Gimlin.
fake. What?
Or the Patterson Gimlin film. Sorry, not.
Yeah.
You are correct. My bad.
It is. It was. Yeah,
was, yeah.
you're right. Patterson Giblin film, but like, yeah, that is like a really fucking good fake. If it is true, if it is really fake, but yeah, and let me think. What else? I know the government does fucking fucky shit. You know, like.
Yeah, I think that's just common knowledge. Though.
It's
I don't
just
even know
common
if there's a
knowledge,
conspiracy.
And I believe the conspiracy. I think everyone believes the conspiracy theory that he didn't kill himself, Mr. Epstein. I
Yeah,
believe.
I'm trying to think of a actually interesting conspiracy.
Ooh,
that's something
I'll
that's
extend it.
out
I'll extend
there.
it even to like. I'll extend it even like cryptids or like myths that you believe in. Cause hold up, what is the name of the one from? Hold up.
Oh, I ironically think the CIA was involved in the JFK assassination.
I
As long,
would not be shocked if they were. There
I don't know, there's a lot of evidence.
there is a
As
lot
well
of
as
evidence.
If not, they were aware, they were involved, if not the culprits of. That doesn't mean necessarily they were
They weren't necessarily the one that shot the bullet,
the
but they.
ones behind it directly, but they are indirectly at least tied.
Hmm. So I'm not actually sure how to say the name of this creature. I'll send an image of it to the group chat. But it's spelledNingen.
Son of.
And send a picture of an
Oh.
oiled up black man.
I thought you were about to say something else. I
Oh
thought you
my-
were thinking, John, I was like, whoa, James, calm down there, bro.
Anytime you hear the letter
I
N,
said
you
it.
always jump to that. You always
Yeah, I
think
think
I'm.
you got a problem.
You said
Johnny.
NIG.
No, he didn't.
I did actually, yeah. He is right.
You did. I heard ing. I thought you were saying ing.
But it's like this thing. And it's been spotted by like a bunch of people who go to Antarctica. Specifically like scientists who like go to Antarctica and they research down
I
there.
Like,
guess
there's
the only kind of people who go to
Bandits.
Antarctica.
Well, no, they're not the only people that go to Antarctica.
Vacation location.
Like 99% of the
James,
people go
are
to
you gonna
Africa.
send it or not?
What? I did.
Are you sending it, James?
Yeah, I sent it.
Did you send it on Instagram?
No, I sent it on
I swear to
Discord.
God.
I'm,
Oh no, now it just came through. Okay, I was gonna say.
like I sent it on Discord.
Okay, I hate to be that guy, but that is an urban legend, 100%.
I don't think so.
It's not legit.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was real. I don't believe it. Maybe not literally exactly how that picture is, but like.
He looks just like me for real. Me vibing.
Me vibing in the pool. But like, yeah, like literally, Antarctica is such a fucky like place, honestly, because like it's really weird how like the entire world has agreed that Antarctica is just kind of off limits for everyone. I just think that's very fascinating.
Okay, well, on the other hand, would you like to go live there, James?
Yeah.
Yes.
No.
How
It's like
you-
the least hospitable place on the earth, worse than the desert, my
Bro,
guy. Like, it's harder to
California
survive than
exists.
anywhere else except for the bottom of the ocean.
Man says that while knowing California is a real place.
you know California is a real place. Why
Man
would
says
you?
that while no. Oh, Ohio still exists.
Ohio, California, Australia, all three of those still exist. Oh, and British people.
British people land.
The British, I forgot what it was called for a second.
British people land.
British people land.
The land of the tea.
Land of the tea, the crumpet, and stealing art and putting it in your own museum. Man, what a beautiful world. Oh my goodness. So with that, do you have anything else like you guys want to add to it? Or no?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Jeffrey Epstein
So,
didn't
like-
kill himself.
Definitely. Oh, whoa. Just kidding, in Minecraft. But with that being said,
In Minecraft.
In Minecraft, yeah.
I gotta put everything in Minecraft first.
You haven't heard about that thing, Maddie? You haven't heard
No.
about that?
Oh yeah.
So there's apparently a thing where like, okay.
But yeah,
Delayed reaction.
with that being said, if you enjoyed today's episode, please like, subscribe, comment some other shit that you'd like for us to talk about. Yeah, and social media in the description as always. Thank you again to my beautiful co-host. I would gladly kiss all of you guys on the lips if you guys were here.
Do it.
And
Thank you.
that being said, bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Wait, who left?
Johnny.
Oh.